Hello and welcome back to SnowRunner, y'all, and normally, whenever we drive a new monster truck or mud truck or mega truck or whatever the case may be, usually these trucks are fully built, they're brand new, they're polished, they're clean, you know, they look like they've come right out of the box. This one, however, is not that. This one is basically a health hazard. Let me show y'all what I mean. Now, this is the latest truck from Glitchworks, and it's essentially they've essentially taken a bunch of different pieces of different Ford trucks and essentially cobbled them together, put giant axles underneath them, put a insanely strong frame underneath it, a methanol-powered engine under the hood making 2,000 horsepower, and said, here you go. Don't, end yourself. So let's go ahead and put it on a trailer, take it out to the mud park, and see what it's all about. Oh my god, it just spins the rear tires the second I try to move. Let me put it in four-wheel drive. Alright, let's see what happens if we actually give it some beans. Hold on. So let's see. 3, 2, 1, drop it, come on! Oh my god. Okay. Getting this thing in the mud is gonna be insane. Oh my god. Alright, let me get you up on the trailer. This is already shaping up, like, beyond my expectations. Did I mention that this is fully console compatible as well? Holy smokes, dude. This is like, okay, this, depending on where you grew up, you may or may not have had a neighbor that had something like this, or maybe you saw trucks like this in the real world growing up and always wanted to have one. Now you can have your own right here in SnowRunner. Let's get it strapped down on the trailer and get it out to a mud pit. So let's see. Ramps up. Oh yeah, that thing is gonna be nuts. The second we get it into some mud, you know what that truck is basically for? That is basically specifically designed and built to show up at the mud park and look at everybody with the brand new, shiny, polished, freshly painted mega trucks and laugh, and then drive past all of them in the mud, pass all of them in the mud drags, and then run rings around them in whatever other obstacle they want to do. That's essentially the entire life purpose of this truck, and so far, at least in the looks and performance department, it seems to have those things nailed. We'll just have to wait and see if it has it actually nailed when we get to the mud park area. Let's not tip it off of the trailer before we get there. That would be grandly unfortunate if we did that. Oh, it's very tippy. That is one of the things that Glitch will warn you about in the description of the truck before you drive it for the first time, especially if you put the tall suspension on it. If you put the tall suspension on it, Glitch literally has a disclaimer in the garage that says, warning, the taller suspension is not always better. Like, if you want it to be taller just for the sake of it being taller, that's fine, but you need to know I wouldn't even call it the risk of running the taller suspension, but, like, you just need to know what you're getting into. Like, you can run it if you want, you just need to know what you're getting into ahead of time. Alright, let's go ahead and throw those ramps down, and we'll go ahead and, oh god, there we go. Unpack the truck, stop the engine, and let's go ahead and get you off the trailer. God, it is so... That engine sound is just nasty, dude. Alright, let's go ahead and turn you around. Time for test number 1. Now, there are a few different transmission options you can go for with this truck. I almost said suspension options for some reason. I meant transmission options. Alright, y'all ready to find out what this thing is like? 3, 2, 1, go! Oh my god! What? Dude! That's insane! Oh my god! Okay. Well, if that's my introduction to this truck, I can't wait to see what it's about next. All right, next obstacle. We're going to turn things up a bit because this obstacle is a little bit more intense because we're going to have to manage our speed, we're going to have to manage our pace, but we're also going to have to keep our wheel speed high enough that we don't stall out. And it's this one. Now, essentially what this obstacle does is it runs along the edge of the mud park, and it's kind of like a racetrack. It's sort of like half racetrack, half mud pit, half like, it's kind of like a bunch of different things. But let's see what we can do and see if we can keep our momentum up. All right, that's the first one. Jumping into the second one. Not bad. Jumping into the third one. This thing drives so well. I have got to hand it to Glitch for the handling tuning on this truck. It absorbs landings like a champ. Come on. Yo, I am absolutely over the moon about how this thing drives. It is so good. It just ate through that like it wasn't even there. Oh, what? It actually slid the back end out coming back around the corner. Like, and it didn't even act like it wanted to flip over at all either. Look at that balance. We bicycled it. Okay. This just keeps getting more and more impressive the more I drive it. Now it's time for a real test, though. This mud pit out here is nuts. I mean, it will stop most trucks. And I won't be surprised if it stops this. Okay, yeah, it'll stop it in high. What about in automatic mode? No, if you put it back into first gear, it picks right back up and keeps going again. That's top tier. That is next level. Oh my god. Okay. This thing is nothing short of incredibly impressive. I don't think this thing could get any more impressive if it even tried. Like, it's the perfect balance of realistic and a blast to drive and just over the top enough. It's not 100% realism, but it's also, like, just over the top enough that it's always a blast to drive. Holy smokes. When it goes up into fourth gear, things get real. Like, when I say things get real, they get real quick. All right, time for you to go back on the trailer because we have a couple of different mud pits we got to check out now because we went through everything over here. This thing looked at everything over here and said, well, I mean, I don't know why you want me to do all of that, but okay. I mean, I'll do it if you want me to, but, I mean, it's really not necessary. And I said, oh, it's not necessary, huh? And it said, yeah. It's not necessary. See? And I was like, oh. Well, okay then. All right, I guess we'll go somewhere else then. Somewhere that's better suited to your abilities. Now, let's get back in the Dodge. We'll go ahead and strap that truck back down again. Fire the Dodge up. Get the ramps up in the air. And now, let's get back to the highway. Because I have some things in store for this truck. I have some things in store that we haven't tried yet. And oh my god, let's try to keep it on the trailer. If we can, keeping it on the trailer is very important. Oh, geez. Oh, I realized just now, I don't have beans with me. Me not having beans with me is bad news. When there's no beans in the truck, that kind of means that bad things might happen. I gotta be extra careful that I don't flip the trailer over now, because a truck without beans in it is, it's a little bit of bad luck right there, or at least in the realm of SnowRunner. God, I'm trying to keep my momentum up and just power this thing down through here, though, and it's towing it perfectly fine and high. I'm impressed. Just don't flip the trailer over coming around that turn. Thank you! All right, there's the main road. God, look how luxurious this interior is. It's so crazy. Like, we get out of this rust bucket of a mud truck, we get in this thing, and it's like, oh, lap of luxury. All right, let's go ahead and get out on the main road. Oh my god. Almost binned it, but it's fine. Back in automatic mode, full beans. Never a dull moment hauling literally anything with me. I don't think I could, trailer? Why are you trying to oh no. Oh, wow, that was so sketch. The trailer tried to pass me, and then it tried to push me, and I was like, you could stop anytime. Okay. The fact that we were able to get that back under control, well, I say back under control. Stop. Okay. That was like, oh, we're under control. Oh, we're not under control. Oh, wait, no, we're back under control again. It's fine. Don't worry about it. All right, now the next part of this is going to be these over here, because these are insane. Stopping. And ramps back down, truck unpacked, swap it, wait, engine off. Now we could swap over. You know, I've just realized, we don't really need to worry about using the ramps. I could just drive off the edge of the trailer. That's a lot simpler. All right, we're gonna do this one on the left and then come back in the right-hand lane, and I'm not even gonna stop. I'm just gonna send it. Oh, wow. All right, well, that swaps us in anything other than first gear. Kind of makes sense, though, because of how gnarly this mud is. This is where it's really thick, though. Like, you have no other option but to bring a fully equipped truck down to these. Otherwise, you're getting stuck. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about that one. And, all right, oh, God. Oh, no. Come on. Tried to put it in high. I missed the gear initially, and then I was just like, why is it not going into gear? And then I realized, first of all, that I had missed it, and then secondly, that, wait a second, am I, okay, I was back in automatic. I was like, wait a minute. High range was not getting that kind of grip just a second ago. Full beans! No! Lost it! Oh! Well, that's a bit awkward. Can I back you up? Just a little bit. I just need the front end to come down. That's all I need. I mean, I'd rather not make a new mud pit right here, but I will if I have to. I will if that's what's necessary. There we go. Oh my God, I love it. Now, for the last test, we're gonna send this thing across the road, and then we're gonna run it through this massive one right up here, the giant mud lane that essentially will sink just about anything short of a actual monster truck. And actually, actual monster trucks, now that I think about it, are not all that good in the mud, so that was a terrible analogy. But let's see what this thing's got. Ripping so far. Out here is where it'll probably start to sink. No, not yet. Oh, yep, there it is. Gotta put it back into automatic. I tried to take third. It was too much, though. Almost. Oh, this last part's the worst. This last part's the absolute worst, but it does it. It freaking does it. You know, I gotta tell you, this thing is one of the most fun mud trucks to drive that I have had the pleasure to drive in a long time. And if y'all enjoyed this video, make sure to let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comments below. Hit the like button if you enjoyed, subscribe if you're new, and I will see y'all next time.